Howdy y'all, I am Ice Gold, and this is the best possible death damage setup that you can get at level 170 at the moment. And as is the custom with these last few videos, I'm missing a lot of jewel sockets, but don't worry about it. You'll be able to get much better stats than I currently have, as long as you follow the exact same template. So just something to keep in mind. Hopefully somebody hits this cantrip chest at some point while I'm recording this video, so that'd be nice. But yeah, let's go over the gear real quick. So the hat is still Eon, as is the custom with these. The Nightmare recently got its first official teaser today as I'm recording this, but it'll be yesterday by the time you see it, so it could come out very soon. So you're going to want this to take on the Nightmare. And then once it does come out, there'll be a better hat that drops there. But until then, this is the best hat that you can get. This drops from the Eon of a Tavis boss in the Nucleus Gallery in Novus. So go get this. It is easily best in Sly. Like, not even raid gear can compare. So definitely get the Eon hat. For the robe, it's going to be Nullity. Y'all all saw this coming. Nullity is definitely the best robe that you can get in terms of, damage. And I have heard that for the Polaris raid that is looking to be added at some point, either this year or next, the Nullity templates will be coming back. So look forward to finally getting an upgrade to this, because even after the Nightmare drops, this is going to be best in slot until, said aforementioned Nullity template robe comes back. So just keep that in mind. For the boots, it's going to be Eon. These will drop from Ren 1010 in Laviel Rose and Novus. You can get the side quest chain from Lassie and Nuvicordia, so definitely go there. And because I forgot to mention, this drops from the Voracious Void raid. For the wand, I currently rock Eon, because, I don't rock ice stats on my death ever. So, but yeah, for right now, Eon is the best. And for the clothes and the wand, hat, robe, boots, and wand, I really just hat, boots, and wand, considering Nullity easily takes robes, but these will all be replaced once the Nightmare drops. So just something to keep in mind. Plus, the Nightmare wand will give accuracy, which is kind of neat, so you can play around with the stats on that. But yeah, currently the best wand in the game goes to Eon, tied with Jabalba, but Eon's what I rock, just, because I also just don't have the socket wrench, and I already have the 650 HP in my Eon sword, so you could take your pick, but I rock the Eon on my death. For the Athame, it is the Fell Dream Reaver knife. This drops from the Invader fleets out in the Doom Moon in Novus. And this, again, it's very valuable because of its square socket. We have moved away from needing two triangles, so the one triangle socket that you get on the amulet, which I'll show you next, is all that you will need as a death wizard. So having the extra 650 HP from the Athame, like it shows here, that is very important, so go get that. As for the two circle slots, I have Death Pierce, but if you're looking to get the absolute most damage, you will want to socket the Unearthly Damage Onyxes, which, as you can see by the one that I have, give 11 damage, just like Storm, because Death, for whatever reason, got turned into a damage school. So with the two of those, you will get an extra 22 damage on the Athame that already gives 25. So absolutely go get those if you want to rock that. Although I'm pretty sure with the Nightmare patch, whenever that happens, the damage cap will actually be fixed, and it will go down to a soft cap of 235, so just to keep it in mind. That is also why I haven't unsocketed any of the Pierce jewels that I've had in over this series of videos. So for the amulet, I actually just don't have the Dream Reaver one on me, but that is the best one. Hudenhau's Singularity amulet is nice too, but I personally like the Reaver amulet because it gives the same jewel template, one circle, one triangle. It gives the Death Blade item card. The Moon Blade is cool, but ice, death, myth, and costing a pip, you'll want the 0 pip, I think 40 or 45 blade that it gives. So go get the Dream Reaver Amulet, the Fell Dream Reaver Amulet. That comes from Crash the Bandit Coot out in Wabagang Territory. Lady Cortexia on the left side of Billabong Resort will give you the quest to go after him. So yeah, definitely get the Dream Reaver Amulet. Oh hey, a wooden chest. For the ring, you're going to want the Fell Dream Reaver Ring. This drops from Freddy Croker in the Dreaming. And this gives, 20 hull damage. And the circle and square slots. And then for all of these circle slots, you're going to want the Unearthly Damage Onyxes. So definitely do that if you want, 40, how much is it? 55, yeah, a total of 55 damage from all of the 5 circle jewels that you'll be socketing with this setup. So yeah, it's a lot. So definitely get this. Get your Unearthly Damage Onyx, also from Freddy, but you can craft them after you beat them up 10 times. So socket that for an extra 11 damage on top of the 20 you already get from this piece. For the pet, typical, quit damage, Mighty or Thinking Cap. It is definitely easier to get Mighty or Thinking Cap to manifest than to craft, so just something to keep in mind when you're making a pet. I personally like the Gulcher because it gives a pet blade that stacks, a feint that stacks, and then that's all it gives. It doesn't give any other cards. For the mount, Battle Narwhal, as usual. This is technically free. It does come from a bundle, but you can fish it up from the Polarian Explorers bundle house, so go get that. It is, I think, the only mount in the game that gives damage that you can get for free, so definitely go do that. For the deck, you can use either the Hunhao or Reaver deck. Take your pick, I have the damage socket on the Reaver deck, so that's just what I've been showing. Basically, just any deck that gives a circle socket is fair game. You can take your pick. I think there's 3. There's Reaver, Hunhao, and Jabalba, but obviously Reaver is the easiest to get. And this drops from Mr. Montgomery in the Doom Moon in Novus. And you're going to want to get this fast, because I think they're going to make him immune again. So, once the Nightmare drops. So, go farm him now. Farm him fast. So, that's how you get that. As for the overall stats, I'm missing 44 damage this time. And yeah, if you add all that up, this turns into 271 death damage, which is absolutely nuts. I mean, think of that in conjunction with a spell like Scarecrow that just drains. It's like, you will never leave a fight below max health, especially with 271 damage. And because death is also a resist school per Ratbeard's Rochambeau wheel, you also get pretty solid resist. I think this is the second highest, right behind ice. So it's like, yeah, the second highest damage and the second highest resist as a death. Death gets undeniably the best stats in the game. It's number 2 damage, number 2 res. Meanwhile, ice is obviously number 7 damage, but number 1 res, and storm is number 1 damage and number 7 res. It's a whole thing. But death gets the best stats in the game. Even though resist is a mostly redundant stat, you do still get a fair amount of it. You will get 45 with the Reaver Amulet, so just something to keep in mind. Perfect accuracy, even though I only have a 7% socketed, you really just need 20, so yeah. And I think, honestly, I'll have to look at the leaks again, but I think the Nightmare Wand, when it drops, will actually complete this, so you won't even need the Triangle Socket on the amulet once it drops, so just something to keep in mind. Although it is probably still a good idea to socket an accuracy jewel, because people like to mantle you, so crit is pretty solid, block is, and then the pierce is, subtract 18 from this, which gives 27. Yeah, I'm good at mental math. I passed 2nd grade, I promise. So, 27 pierce. It is honestly good. It's not like fire or myth, but 27 is 27, and it's very, very good even still, because you'll mostly full pierce all the mobs in Wallaroo. The bosses will have a little left over, but it's nothing you can't handle with, again, 271 damage, but 27 pierce, not bad at all. Perfect pips, and then actually pretty decent P-Serve. I'm rocking the Hunhao amulet, which gives you, like marginally more, but if you care about the stat, it's kind of nice. Shads are okay, and then Archmastery is, yeah, so those are the stats, and until the Nightmare drops, this is the best damage build that you can get, so go get all the pieces. It is going to be well worth it, and the Nightmare, from how they're making it sound, it's going to be pretty challenging content, so definitely get a good gear set together, so that way when you run into the dungeon, you will be prepared. So, thank y'all for watching. I have been Ice Gold. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave like 50 comments for the algorithm. My Discord is down in the description if you want to chat with me some more, and I will see y'all later.